start with another lecture of performance management, and in this lecture we are going to deal with the forecasting techniques, right? So whenever you see a semi variable cost or a mixed cost and you want to separate fixed cost and variable cost from a semi variable cost, there are two options available. The first option which is available is called Hilo method, right? This is something which we all know, that what is Hilo method, right? The second option which is available is regression analysis. Now regression analysis is something which you have already used in FMA paper, previously FMA paper, but now we are going to do a quick recap of both of these methods and how we can use that, right? So let's see what we can do here. See, let's suppose there is a question. This is the question, and you want to identify what is a fixed element and what is a variable element from this cost. So, if you are using a Hilo method, the first thing which we need to do is to identify what is the highest activity level and what is the lowest activity level, right? So, the highest activity level in this case is 90, the lowest activity level in this case is 30. So, what is the first step? This is the highest activity level, this is the lowest activity level. So the first step generally we ask the students to do is to take the difference between highest and the lowest activity level. So highest activity level is 90 units and its cost is 1680, and the lowest activity level is 30 units and its cost is around 960. So if you take the difference, the difference of units is 60 units, and the difference in terms of cost is 1680 minus 960, that is $720, right? So what will be the variable cost per unit? Variable cost per unit is basically change in cost divided by change in units, right? So change in cost is around 720, change in units is around 60. So 720 divided by 60 is actually equals to 12, right? So this means that the variable element in this situation is around $12, right? So the second step in Hilo method is to calculate the fixed cost, right? So how can we calculate the fixed cost? For the calculation of fixed cost, we need to write a statement which is the total cost statement, right? So total cost is what? Total cost is equals to fixed cost plus variable cost, right? So we need to identify fixed cost from this equation. Now how can we do that? It's up to you which activity level you are using. You can use the lowest activity level, you can use the highest activity level, but you cannot use any activity level which is in the middle tier, right? So that means we cannot use 40, and that means we cannot use 60, right? So let's start with the lowest activity level. At lowest activity level, total cost is 960, right? We don't know what is the fixed cost, that is something which we want to calculate, and the variable cost per unit is around 12. So $12 is per unit cost. If you manufacture 1 unit, the total cost is, the variable cost is 12. So at lowest activity level, the company produced 30 units, right? So what will be the variable portion? Variable portion will be 12 times 30, that is around 360. So out of 960, variable cost is around 360, right? So what will be the fixed cost? Fixed cost in this case will be around 960 minus 360, that is going to be around 600, right? So this is the way fixed cost. So we know what is the variable cost, we know what is the fixed cost, so we are done with all. We are actually done with this question. But if someone wants to use highest activity level, how that can be used? Same thing which we will do, but with respect to 90 units, right? So let me try to choose a different color for that. Let's use purple for that. So total cost is equals to fixed cost plus variable cost. Let me write or here, because you have an option to choose highest activity level or lowest activity level, whatever you want to choose, right? So for total cost, we will consider 1680. Fixed cost is something which we don't know, and variable cost will be around 12 times 90, right? So 12 into 90 is 1080. So out of 1680, total cost, variable cost is 1080. So what is the fixed cost then? Fixed cost, just need to deduct these two figures. So minus 1680, that is around 600. So fixed cost is going to be around $600, right? So you can choose highest activity level, you can choose lowest activity level, whatever you want to choose, right? But don't choose anything which is in the middle tier, right? So so what is the equation of total cost? Equation of total cost will be equals to fixed cost plus variable cost, right? So generally we write it, either you can write it total cost is equals to 600 plus 12 of x, or you can write, you can write it like this, or you can write it y is equals to 600 plus 12x, where y is actually representing the total cost, right? So this is one way of doing, of separating the fixed cost and variable cost. Now what is the problem with this method is we have not used the middle activity level. So if someone says that why if someone wants to use all activity levels for the calculation, high-low method is not suitable for that. So what we can do is we can use, if you want to use all activity levels for the calculation of fixed cost and variable cost, in that case we use regression analysis. So that is something which we will do in the next video. But what is the benefit? What will be the benefit of high-low method? The only benefit is that you want to predict, you want to forecast the total cost. You just need to put the quantity here, production quantity here, and you will get the total cost. Let's suppose you want to calculate the total cost of 100 units. So what you will need to do is you just need to put 100 units in x, in the place of x. You will get the total cost of 100 units. So 600 is the fixed cost and 1200 will be the variable cost. So y will be equals to around 1800, right? So this is basically a very simple example of high-low method. In the next example, in the next video, we will do the regression analysis. All right, till then, take care. Bye bye.